on, guys? Tinha água aqui, Lídia.
Well, Glover, over here, other side. Right here. Right.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Well, welcome to your first fight week as UFC champion. How has fight week been for you with all these added responsibilities that come with the belt?
I'm enjoying every moment of it, man. You know, it's great to be a champion. I'm enjoying the journey. That's incredible time.
Well, Khabib had said something like when he got the belt, he had chased it for so long, and maybe it didn't come with everything that he maybe thought it was. Was it everything that you have expected, since obviously you've dreamt of becoming the UFC champion for so long?
Well, yeah, you know, being a champ of the world, like people keep asking how your life has changed, you know, after winning the belt. You know, I'll say the same thing. How I don't have the answer. Like, why would it change? You know, like because I'm just humble, normal guy, and just being a champion is just a title, and it's just accomplished that I chased it for so many years, and is incredible. It's great to be a champion.
And then you're one of those rare champions. When you won the title, you pretty much knew who you were going to fight right away. They've showed that clip of you meeting Jiri backstage in Abu Dhabi saying, well, you're next. So what do you make of his skill set? A lot of people online compare him. It's like a light heavyweight Tony Ferguson. Just he's kind of an out there character. He's very flashy in the octagon. So what do you make of his skill set?
He's a, you know, striker, a unique fighter, you know, unpredictable, and me with my experience, and man, I like the challenge. I want to prove to everybody, all you guys, all the fans, and most of all myself, you know, if you know, am I ready? I'm the real champion, and I'm just gonna go after this guy, you know. And I saw that he was there cutting the weight, and he was the next in the line. As a fighter, I know how good he is. And I like the competition. I like the challenge.
He was in here earlier, and he said in the year off he's had between fights, he's worked a lot on his grappling and his wrestling because he knows that was his biggest weakness. So are you expecting maybe a different Jiri in there, knowing that he's preparing for you specifically?
For sure. It's going to be different, could be better for him or worse, you know. Because he was doing really good doing what he was doing. Right now, if he's going to change it, who knows if he's going to change it. I'm prepared for that Jiri. I'm prepared for the Jiri that I saw, you know. What he's going to do, trying for takedown, you know, or we don't know. Like I say, he's unpredictable, you know, and I'm unpredictable because when you know I'm going for takedown, but you start defending those takedown, those hands start hit you, like happened with Blachowicz. You know, got him with the left hook, and then he thought, oh shit, what's going on now? You know what I mean? So we see, man. I'm just excited to see what's going on. I'm this type of fighter, you know. That I like the challenge. I like to see what's in the table, you know.
Last one for me. I know you're not really looking past Jiri, but I feel like every interview you do now, people are always asking you when you're going to stop fighting. Do you regret maybe saying the word retirement? I know there's some athletes in other sports that when they announce they're going to retire before the season, they regret it by the end because they have to answer that question over and over and over and over now.
Yeah, I say it's a possibility, right? I never really say I'm going to retire in November. I say it's a possibility, you know, if you know, a great thing, 43 years old in New York. But, you know, man, it's not regretting because I never say for sure. And it doesn't matter, like, what you want to now, it could change it, you know, could change it. Who knows, you know, after this fight or after the next fight. Who knows how long I'm going to fight, if I'm going to be fighting 45 years old like Randy Couture. You know, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. I don't have any injury, like, you know, major injury. Because we all do a little bit, you know, after 20 years in the game. But like, I don't know, you know, I'm just living the moment, man. Just living the moment with tomorrow. Let tomorrow take care of itself, you know what I mean? But people keep asking when you retire or this or that. I'm like, I guess that that come because of the question. The guy keep questioning, you think you retire and everything, so I just say that, and like, it happens all over the place,
And going off that, I mean, if you win this fight and maybe the next one, and you do start having real thoughts of that, do you think the UFC is going to try to kind of push back? It seems historically they don't love when a champion vacates the belt. In your position, given your age, it'd be understandable, but it kind of resets the division. John Jones did it, and it's only getting stable again now. Do you think they'll try to fight hard to keep you around?
I don't do it for that. I'm not, I'm not trying to be like a baby over here and say, oh, I'm going to retire so they can push me. It just was a situation that I say, man. I say that, but I even say, like, I don't want to be like Cerudo that he retired and then want to fight everybody else now, It's like, I can see, I'm not talking shit about him. I can see, like, he wanted to fight, he didn't want to retire, And me, always gonna. I tell my wife, I'm always gonna make this decision at home, No matter what happened in a fight, win or lose, I probably never gonna make that decision in the octagon. I'm going home, and the day that I don't feel like I want to train and I want to do this camp and I want to, keep going, or because you can feel it, like in the training. See, like in the training room, you can feel like, man, I'm not training. I'm not like I used to be anymore. And that could be it. But like, for now, I'm feeling like a champ.
And going off what you guys were talking about earlier about Jiri saying, he might adjust his approach to the fights based around you. Is that already a win for you in a way that he is thinking so much about what you're going to do in there that he's changing himself instead of just fighting his fight regardless of the opponent?
No, my winning will be in the octagon. I don't believe anything those guys say, my opponents say. Never believe you enemy. Not my enemy, but just going over there, and I'm excited to fight. And man, I'm expecting the unpredictable Jiri, a very good striker, move around, move his head a lot, and we prepare very good for that. And every fight is different. For Blachowicz was one thing, for Thiago Santos another thing, because Thiago is just stay back and throw fire, fast punches. So you just adjust a little bit on your game, but at the end of the day, you can't change it that much, right? You can't change it that much. Like you see me changing after a few losses that I had, and you see the way I've been fighting lately in my fights, but it's not much. It's just adjustment that I did in my own game, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's going to be that big of change. I think it's going to be pretty much the same Jiri.
And what do you think this fight means for your legacy? I mean, a title defense would be awesome, but you see some of the all-time greats in the sport. They're able to beat guys who started the sport before them, who came up at the same time, and then guys who started years after them, and that's kind of the case with this fight. If you can beat a guy like Jiri, who is considered maybe a different generation from you, do you think that does a lot for your legacy?
Every fight, every win, I become a champion. I was, I was already in the rise like one of a great fighter, great warriors that go over there and give it all. I don't. It's hard for me to promote, come over here and push guys and throw chair and buses and stuff like that to promote fight. But I'm a fighter. Everybody saw my fight. I'm going after finishing. And legacy, yeah. The more you win, the greater you become. You can. But like I try to take away that from my mind. I try to just enjoy the fight, do my best, and that's what I did in the camp. That's what I'm doing right now in the weight cut. Should be perfect, and going over there and fight my best. I'm not looking forward to. I'm just happy, man, at everything that happens in my life. To be here and 42 years old, be a champ of the world and defending my belt, just go over there and just have fun.
And I know you've said already that Jan Blachowicz will probably be next if you win this fight. Do you feel like that is, the certain next option, or there's this fight between Anthony Smith and Magomed Ankalaev coming up on July 30th that maybe with an impressive win, do you think they could be the next guy?
I don't choose opponent. You can ask Dana White, like, when did I say anything about opponent? That's not my job. I keep saying that. So when you start doing that, you got too much on your plate. Now I want to manage fight, and do all that. For me, I'm a fighter. But like I say to Jiri over there, right after the fight, I say, you next, me, you next. But, if the UFC come up with some other guy, I will say, yes, let's go. And I say Blachowicz because Racket was... talking, he was even talking shit to Jiri, saying, he should be the next in the line. And if he beat Blachowicz, for sure he was going to be the next in the line. And Blachowicz was the number 2, right? Number 2 contender, and he won that fight. And, that's a common, that's what I say, as a common sense. Like, you win, you're going to be the next in the line. But it's not my job. Whatever the boss say, man, I'm here, hey, let's go, let's do it.
You fought almost 3 different decades, 20 years career, and 42 years old, the oldest UFC champion of the world. So would you give some advice to young fighters back home? Would you give them some advice to inspire them?
My advice is to enjoy the journey, man. Don't take it too serious, because when you start thinking too much about, the guys just ask over here about your legacy, about the title, and about all that, that's like it's a lot in your mind. Just go over there and do your very best every day in training, and enjoy, man. If you don't like to do this, go find something else. But if you like to do this, just enjoy the moment, and go over there and UFC is like I think Dana is a big part of this, but UFC is like it's so different than boxing, because you see like Gilbert Durinho, he lost that fight, and that was like a winning for him. That was a big win for him. He become like so. You just go over there and do your very best and fight like a warrior, and you're going to get your reward. That's what my advice would be,
Your opponent, Jiri Prochazka, has a 12 winning streak, and 11 is a KO, and you have 6 winning streak, and 5 is before the time. So how do you see the result of the fight? Are you planning 25 minutes or less?
It's different, 15 winning streak, not in UFC. It's very hard to do in UFC, It's very hard to do in UFC. I don't know, when I fought John Jones, what it was, like...
Anthony Johnson?
No, when I fought John Jones, I was coming up of 14, 15, I was like that, something like that too. Like 13, 14 fights winning streak in a row, with many knockouts, because it's not in UFC. It's hard to do that with UFC. So that doesn't mean much. You know what I mean? I know he's a great fighter. I know he's a tough fighter, but it doesn't mean like it'd be hard to do 15 winning streak in here.
Last few fights, you always been underdog and always fight versus the strikers such as Thiago Santos, Anthony Smith, so on. So what's the difference between them and Jiri Prochazka?
What do you mean between the fighters?
Differences.
Different style. Great fighters, right? Thiago Santos just as dangerous. Anthony Smith, Jan Blachowicz, he fought he beat one of the greatest middleweight, Adesanya. I thought that was the toughest fight for him to beat. And, they're great fighters. They're just different style, and just excited for that.
Yes. So, which gym did you prepare for this fight? You know, you always making camp in your own gym, but did you go to any other huge gym or just stay in your gym?
My gym, yeah. Teixeira MMA. That's it, man. We're building champions there. Next one, Alex Pereira, I think, is we have a great team there. We have Wellington Turman coming up, and soon we're going to make some noise. It's just the beginning for that gym,
Okay, but tell me the reason why so many fighters, even cross over the border, join to the town with a good talent. But why are you always prepared to fight in your gym?
Why? I went all over the world. I trained with everybody. Holland, trained with Peter Arts. I train. You name me, I train. Go with TT, train with. So it got to a point that I was like, man, I'm just gonna relax. Just gonna. The first gym that I opened was like a garage. It was 2,000 square feet. Open like a warehouse, and I see my friends tell me that Glover, I see people start training in a garage, and then after they go to UFC, they go to bigger gym. You did the opposite. You open the garage over here, go back to the. Say, hey man, I call my coach Fanelli Feliz. He lives in Denver. He's a great boxing coach, and I asked him, hey, would you train me? And the rest I'll figure it out. And just to be home, comfortable with just the environment, at home, relaxing, chill, and the people that I train, and help me out for the gym, it's amazing. A lot of people thought it was not going to work out, and for a while there, I thought, because I did that gym after Jones, and I trained for Phil Davis in there, and I lost that fight, and for a while there, I was like, maybe they're right, but let me keep going, let me do this, and it's working.
Okay, thank you so much. Muito obrigado.
Okay.
You actually had a 20-fight win streak when you fought John Jones.
See, yeah. It's different, fighting. It's different. And, it's hard to put 20 fight winning streak in the UFC. You know what I mean? How many Khabib had? Like 10 fights. Yeah. Khabib was 10 in the UFC straight. Yeah. John Jones too. He got, but like what 10 too is hard to do. Hard to do, man. 10, 15 fights over here.
This was 16. That was Anderson.
Yeah.
Huh?
Anderson had the record with 16.
16, yeah. Anderson Silva, the greatest of all time, right?
Usman's sitting at 15 right now.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not easy. You know what I mean? I didn't say it's not possible. It's not easy.
And Joanna was in here, and she said, I'm almost 35. I'm old now. You're almost 10 years older than her. So did you expect to be competing this late into your career, past 40 at this point?
No, like I talk about retire. I say that before. I say, hey, man, I'm 32 years old. I signed with UFC because when I was in Brazil waiting for my green card, I was like, people say, everybody, you think yourself, I'm losing my prime over here. I'm 28 years old, 29, 30 years old, and I'm like beating everybody and thinking like, man, this is like, because I shake Dana White's hand after Sacudio fight in 2006, and he said, get your situation figured out, and we sign you right away, man. And that was 2006. I was 26, 27 years old at that fight, and I thought I was losing the prime, but when I signed with 32 years old, I say, hey, man, if I fight in UFC, until I'm 40, I retired. And, hey. It's too hard to retire,
You're preparing Alex Pereira, and how do you see a future of the Alex Pereira?
Alex is a workhorse, man. Like I say, Rio recognize Rio. As soon as he come to that gym, he say, that's what I want to train. And perfect fit, right? He's a striker. He's the best kickboxer, they wrestle. You know what I mean? Because very hard to take down, very strong, and he's a workhorse. I believe that he's gonna have a tough fight ahead of him. I believe he's gonna win, and he's gonna win the title. I
If
truly
he-
believe that.
The truth is, if he won the Sean Strickland, he's going to fight title next.
Say it again.
If Alex Pereira win the Sean Strickland, what do you mean? So he's going to fight title next, Israel Adesanya?
I don't know. I mean, that's what we think. That's what we hope so, you know, because it's right there. And Adesanya and him will be a great fight. That's all depends on, you know, the whole situation, Dana and Adesanya, if he really wants to take that fight.
Because Alex Pereira beat after Israel Adesanya 2 times. One is knockout in the same year. So, what do you think about Alex Pereira when he will meet the Israel Adesanya?
Yeah, I mean, you think about it like Adesanya fought him with the kickboxing gloves, and he know how hard he hit.
Yeah.
And with MMA gloves, it's like, who knows? You know, I don't know if he's gonna take that fight that easy. You know, I think he's gonna have a conversation with Dana White trying to get away from that fight. You know, because when you lose to a guy 2 times and you know how dangerous he is, how hard he hit, and Adesanya best. I mean, looking at Adesanya against Blachowicz, his best chance to beat Alex is stand up, you know, and he already lost 2 times, so it's gonna be tough for him to fight Alex.
Yeah, Alex Pereira, Israel Adesanya almost cleared of the middleweight division. So I think only man stayed in there, and Alex Pereira might be winner of the Sean Strickland, one more fight, and after that he should meet Israel Adesanya. So what do you think about it? He deserved it? Will he deserve it in a 2-3 fight, 1 or 2 fight win after he's going to meet Israel Adesanya?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, I don't know. We just working, man. We're just doing our work, you know. He beating Strickland, and hopefully he fight with Adesanya. If not, we got another one. You know, it's not like we see. We're not worried about it too much.
Hi, Glover.